Okay, we are going to cover the Activity 12 learning targets. So first is lesson 12.1, which is write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. So if you remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. M is our slope, rise over run. B is our y-intercept, where the graph crosses your y-axis. So let's do the graph first. So we're going to count our slope, our m, which is rise over run. We have points here. So we can draw on a stair step. And we're going to count 1, 2, 3. My run is 1. 3 divided by 1 is 3. And I know that this line is increasing from left to right. It's going up, so my slope is positive. So I have the slope. Now we need the y-intercept, or the b value. I'm going to highlight my y-axis, and we're looking for where does our line intersect or cross that green highlighted y-axis. Okay, and it occurs at this middle point right there. So my b value is my y-intercept, and it occurs at 0, 1, where I went up to 1. So now I have the two pieces of information that I need to write it in slope-intercept form. So y equals m, slope, which is 3, x, plus b, or your y-intercept, which is 1. So this would be how we write it. Okay, I'm going to give you another one to try. So if your m is -4, your b is -8. Can you write it in slope-intercept form? Y equals -4x minus 8. And let's try another one. If I tell you your slope is 2/3 and your y-intercept is a positive 12, can you write it? Y equals 2/3 x plus 12. Use slope-intercept form to solve problems. So after paying an initial fee of $20, so this is a one-time payment, Justin sells his pop sockets for $4 each. This is our rate of change, or our slope. We don't know if he's selling 2 or 5 or 28. We don't know how many he's selling. So this is my y-intercept, my beginning point. This is my slope, my rate of change, my m. So y equals, he earns $4 per pop socket after paying an initial fee of $20. So just a reminder, this is your slope, we look for the word each or per, and then this is your b or your y-intercept, and we look for the word phi or like beginning point or starting point. Write the equation of a line in point-slope form. Point-slope form. Y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So I need a point and I need the slope. Okay, so let's find the slope first. Our m, which remember is our rise over run. So I'm going to draw in my stair step. So from here to here, we're rising 1, we're running 2, and this graph is increasing or it's rising, so I have a positive slope, so leave it as a positive 1/2. And then I have a few points on this line, and so it doesn't matter which point we choose. This ordered pair is 2, -3. This ordered pair is 4, -2. So either point works here. Let's say we choose to use 4, -2. I'm going to label it with my x1, y1. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these values and substitute them into our formula. So this 4, this x1 value goes in for x1. And this -2, this y1 value goes in for y1. And then the m, the slope, goes in for m. 1/2 goes in for m. So y minus y1, which is -2. So y minus a -2 becomes y plus 2. It's the opposite sign. Equals m, which is my slope, 1/2, parentheses x minus x1, which happens to be 4. So x minus 4. And this would be my final answer in point-slope form. Now, you could also do the same thing with this x1, y1. You could use 2, -3, which is why my answer keys have 2 options. Use point-slope form to solve problems. So I am going to give you the slope. Let's say my slope happens to be -5. And I'm going to give you the point 4, -9. And I want you to write it in point-slope form. Point-slope form. You can do it. Label this x1, y1. So it's y minus -9. 2 negatives make a positive, equals my slope, which is -5, parentheses, x minus my x1, which happens to be 4. Okay, let's work backwards now. If I give you y minus 1 equals negative 1/3 parentheses x plus 2, can you, this is a new question, can you give me the m, the slope? Can you tell me the point, your x1, y1? So pull out your information, determine your point and your slope from this point slope form. So my slope is this negative 1/3. My x1 is over here with the x, and it's the opposite sign because it's a negative 2 in order for this to turn into an addition or a plus. This is my y1 coordinate, and it has to be a 1. So my slope is negative 1/3. My point is negative 2, 1. All right, we are going to take y minus 12 equals 3 times x minus 5. This is in point slope form, and we are going to convert this to slope intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Now, y equals mx plus b does not have parentheses. So, do you remember, how do we get rid of parentheses? We need to distribute, which means to multiply. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Now, in y equals mx plus b, y is all by itself. Is y currently alone here? No, there's a minus 12 here. So how do we get rid of or cancel or move this minus 12? The opposite is to add 12. Add 12. So y equals 3x, negative 15 plus 12. Keep the sign of the bigger number. We get negative 3. And now this is in y equals mx plus b. 3 is my m, my slope. Negative 3 is my b, which is my y-intercept.